You ready?
Maybe.
Fight Club.
Oh, Jesus, I knew that was what one you were going to say. I knew it. I knew that's what you were going to say. Tyler Durden is a guy. Craps. Okay. Oh, what the heck is his name? American History X. Edward Norton is in a movie. It's a book by Chuck P. Name. And, okay, Fight Club. My God. So there's a guy who's played by Edward Norton. I have no idea what his name is. He, oh crap. He works at an office and he hates his job. And he has like a super boring life. He wears a tie and stuff. And he has a crappy boss who I think is like a big jerk. And he does paper stuff in a cubicle in a drab office. And he it's been a really long time. He decides to start going to a support group. And he meets Helena Bonham Carter at the support group, and she smokes a lot of cigarettes. And she's really cool. I have no idea what the support group is for. I think maybe he starts going to a lot of support groups for different stuff that he absolutely doesn't have, like random shit stuff. And so does she. And then they like talk afterwards and talk about how like they call each other out on the fact that they don't go to the same support groups. And then somehow, and they like each other. But they kind of hate each other. And then this might be a totally different movie. And then he gets in touch with his angry side or something. And he meets a guy who's played by Brad Pitt, whose name is Tyler Durden. And he is, God, where does he meet him? Probably at a support group meeting. And he starts telling him about how all this like powerful stuff or whatever. And so Edward Norton like feels empowered by his friendship with this guy, and I think by his turned-on-ness by this lady maybe, and starts a thing called the Fight Club, and it has rules. I don't remember how many, but the first rule about Fight Club is you never talk about Fight Club or something like that. I think that's what it is. And they have these fight clubs where they're like in a dark basement and they beat each other up. And he invites people from all the places, like at his job maybe. I'm pretty sure he goes into his boss's office and like kicks his butt really hard and quits his job. He lives in like a big crappy house that's really romantically awesome. And then all these guys from the Fight Club are like beating each other up all the time. Oh, he's like showing up places with all these beat up marks. His face is all beat up and stuff. And Brad Pitt's all like fancy, quick talking and like really like just interesting and charismatic. And then Edward Norton's into the girl. I think she's coming over to his house all the time. Then Brad Pitt starts doing the lady at the house, I think. I think Brad Pitt moves in and he's living there too. And they're doing this Fight Club thing in the basement probably. And then they start getting into all kind of other stuff. They start this whole Project Mayhem thing, and they are like doing all kinds of other stuff. They might burn down a building, I think, somewhere. And it's all really exciting and really good times, and they beat each other up a lot. And also Tyler Durden and Edward Norton get into a big fat fight in a parking lot, and it's pretty hardcore. That maybe might be the beginning of the Fight Club times, when they fight each other, but maybe not. And then somehow there's a revelation at the end where you realize that Tyler Durden's really Edward Norton, and then he's been beating himself up this whole time, and it's just his alter ego side person thing. that he couldn't like be in touch with. And I think they might get in trouble with the police at some point or something. But Tyler Durden always has a way out of everything because he's so cool. He's also really bad, but he's also not. The end. It's a good movie. I recommend it.